I am delighted to introduce you to our newest, the 2021 class of Distinguished Alumni. Sheila Benny is co-founder and president of Optricity Corporation, which is a technology company that specializes in supply chain optimization. And don't we all need supply chains optimized right now?
Yeah.
We need to make sure we can continue to stock our toilet paper and our turkeys and all of those other things. Sheila has had a long history volunteering with NC State as well. She was on the Alumni Association Board of Directors and has provided leadership to the Caldwell Fellows. And I think that she's also agreed to come back and talk to our newest students in the Masters of Engineering Management. And if she didn't, I just now committed her. So. And Sheila, a fun fact is that when she had gotten married and her husband and sort of balancing career and work and all of that, she was going back and forth from La Jolla, California to North Carolina with a toddler in tow. So now I think that was some time ago, and she's now based in the Raleigh area with the company. I am delighted today to recognize Ms. Sheila Benny as a distinguished alumni.
This is probably one of the biggest honors that I have received. NC State is truly my home away from home. I grew up in the Raleigh area, so Wolfpack is part of my blood and runs deep in my family. And I'd like to thank Julie for this award. I'd like to thank the ISE Advisory Board, and a big thanks to the Alumni Association for the John T. Caldwell Scholarship that brought me to NC State. Without that, I wouldn't be standing here before you today. It was the commitment from the many individuals of that association that put together the Leadership Merit and Service Scholarship that was awarded to me and recruited me to this university and made such a big difference in my life. And I remember very clearly Dr. Caldwell's remarks to my freshman cohort class when he spoke directly to us, and I was probably one of the last classes that got to hear him speak directly to us, when he encouraged us to think big, to uncover and discover, and go out into the great wide world and to make a difference. And it was his legacy that I have attempted to honor every day since that moment. And I truly appreciate being recognized with this award. And it's an award that doesn't just belong to me. It belongs to every single one of the industrial engineers, the industrial and systems engineers that have come before me, that are part of my class, and that will come after us. Because we owe a great debt of thanks to all of the alumni that make it possible to say thank you to this university that set us apart from the many other schools that are a part of this system, but the school that we represent carries forward the recognition in our community, but also out in the world. And the work that Julie is doing increases the value and the prestige of our degree that allows us to do our jobs even better. And I'd like to give you some examples of how that's true. With the recognition of the engineering degree that I hold, I have had the privilege of not only starting my own company 16 years ago. As a matter of fact, 10 days ago, we celebrated our 16th anniversary. So I'll be honest, when I graduated from NC State, I really didn't expect to start a slotting optimization software company. As a little girl, I didn't play with a Barbie Dream Warehouse. I didn't know that that's where my journey would take me. And sometimes the path is a curvy. But I have to say there are three things that this university taught me, and that was patience, perseverance, and passion. And I'm really proud every time I get that magazine and I see what Dr. Swan is doing with this department and helping to increase the value that the students are getting to experience today and that those of us who are alumni benefit from every day. And I try to take that value and give back, not only to my community today, the supply chain community, but also to the greater world community. So if you drove in today and you came in a car, then perhaps some of those parts in your car were part of the supply chain that the software of my company helped get through a warehouse that brought you here today. And if you ate food today, some of that food came through a warehouse that the software from my company helped make sure got to the shelves in the grocery stores that delivered to your shelves in your pantry in your house. Or perhaps if you ordered dog food from an online dog food company, and I'm not naming names here. The fact is that the degree that we earn from the ISE department, it has tremendous value, and it impacts us in ways that we can't possibly imagine. And I'm honored to be a graduate from this department. Julie, I have to thank you from the bottom of my heart, because when you called me, I had no idea what this would be. But as I reflected on it, I knew that it meant three things. It meant that the effort, the perseverance that it took to get through this program was worth it. And I try to convey that in the mentoring that I do with my employees, with the students that I meet throughout the supply chain, through my work and engagement with the organizations and professional associations that I'm involved with. This has become my passion. This has become my purpose. And I thank you all very much for this award.